be fine. Things always turn out right for that boy.
And we're live. Welcome back to part 29 of the full game commentary and playthrough. Here we are in chapter 3. I really like this background. This will make a great thumbnail. The advertising art in this game is so authentic and adds a layer of realism that you don't even notice. It's just there in the background, along with the rest of the world. So we sold the Ardennes and broke out the Mahogany Bay, which we needed for another video. And now Arthur wants to race him against the Count, because we need to meet Dutch at the sheriff's office and racing might be involved. Let's get started. But first we might as well knock out another Herr Strauss debt and talk to Gwyn Hughes, the local undertaker.
I ain't never gonna get the hang of this.
Gwyn Hughes, start picking out a box for yourself if you don't got that money you owe Leopold Strauss.
I don't. I need more time.
Doesn't everybody? That casket for you? Or you want another?
Wait. I can get it for you. But, come with me to the churchyard. And stay close.
All right.
Oh, this ain't right. I'll get you your money, but, well, you'll see.
What ain't right is borrowing money you can't pay back.
I guess you're correct, but, this, it ain't exactly right, what we're doing.
You ain't the first to put his hand in the collection box, and you won't be the last. Rests a little easier knowing church has been taking more than they need off poor folks since time began.
Well, like I said, well, the morality of the matter is a little more confusing than that.
Gwyn Hughes will take us on a walking tour of Rhodes, and I really like this church. I wish we had side missions at all the churches. They're fascinating. Also note that Strawberry doesn't have a church. What's that about?
Okay. You head on in the church, I'll keep watch.
Well, it ain't in there. It's under here. I'm digging up Mrs. Claypole.
Jesus!
Well, she got a bunch of jewels in there that she don't need. Oh, damn it. There's a bunch of people here. Oh, I got it. Look, you clear them off, and I'll wait right around here. But don't hurt nobody. We don't want no fuss.
Don't be shy, ain't no one around.
You two might want to find somewhere a little more private.
We was fine until you got here, mister. Good day now.
Get out of here, kids! Move!
Come on! I knew we shouldn't have been here.
You missed your chance, boy!
I like these two kids. I wish we could follow them, but there's no time. Arthur is always respectful to this grieving widow. It just seems right.
Ma'am, would you mind clearing out of here for some maintenance work?
Oh, gladly. It's about time this place got cleaned up.
It's all clear.
All right. Now go watch the gate. I'll get to this exhumation.
I love this arch. First screenshot I ever took from my first playthrough was right here. We'll also be nice to this lady.
I'm sorry, ma'am. The church grounds are closed for maintenance work.
Well, it's about time, too. The place was in need of some care and attention.
Now note how the yellow fog on the map has moved behind Arthur. We need to go there to trigger the next event. Here they come. We need to deal with these two jokers.
There's them that's born to it. There's everyone else.
That's how it is.
Things was done on merit. You and me'd be running things.
Get the hell out of this churchyard. Are you boys gonna need yourselves a preacher?
You hear this fella?
I heard him all right. At least hit me proper.
Let's go.
Every time Arthur fights a guy now, I'm always checking to see if we can collect the hats. Let's get back to Gwyn.
All right, well, here's your payment. Oh, forgive me, Mrs. Claypole.
What you find?
And here is Mrs. Claypool. 3 things. 1, this is a very shallow grave. 2, look how red the soil of Rhodes is here. And 3, this corpse reminds me of Armadillo.
Well, she had a brooch here. Looks like diamonds.
Well, this'll do. Now get out of here before someone sees you.
Can't believe it's come to this. All right, well, I'm out of here. That's more than clear what I owe you.
Gwyn Hughes gets off relatively unscathed from his encounter with Arthur and Herr Strauss, though it occurs to me that he could have eliminated the middleman and just stolen the diamond brooch off Mrs. Claypool before he buried her and not even talked to Herr Strauss. There is a fence right outside of town. He could walk there if he wanted to. Oh well, moving on.
Giddy up.
That snake was pure evil, it was.
Oh, yeah?
Swerve, handsome. Hey, friend, remember me?
We met before?
This here's the fella.
I could swear.
The one that found me.
The medicine man, huh? Helps with the mystery box?
I will owe you my whole life. No lie. But, let me buy you something from the store. Whatever you want, it's on me.
Okay. Appreciate it.
Completely forgot about this snakebite guy.
The humble man can do.
What can I do for you?
The guy with the snake bite says I can put something here on his tab.
That fool? Jesus. If it's not one thing, it's another with him. But he pays his owe, so who am I to argue? Let me know what you choose. I'll add it to his list.
Let's buy an outfit. I like the Chevalier. Really like how that yellow vest looks with the gray coat. To me, it has a really southern feel. It's not the most expensive outfit in Rhodes, but I think it's the most representational of Rhodes. Let's read what the catalog has to say. The Chevalier, gallant and stylish, these are top-rate garments. We are assured that this outfit will be all the style for the coming seasons. With a combination frock coat, stovepipe, preacher's pride boots, studded Stenger deluxe spurs, pinstriped work pants, and fancy bright patterned opulent vest, it will largely be worn by very good dressers. Fashion comes from without, civility comes from within, and this suit conveys a man who has the very finest manners, is of refinement and taste, but at the slightest affront can flip a switch and study you with unwavering and steady determination, leaping out of a chair and fixing a knife to your throat in a blur. Premeditated coordination of an outfit is an expression of a refined civilization. Animals, and indeed the opposable thumb-wielding apes that some blasphemous types claim are our cousins, do not wear clothes, while some may ride a bicycle, any half-wit can master it, for a mother molds the character of a child at an early age, and teaches him to be kind, thoughtful, the product of gentle breeding, committing outward acts silently, while never sharing inner thoughts and feelings. instead pushing them down into a small, dark corner of the soul, toiling day after day, chasing affluence, until one day they are too old to understand the reasons for doing so. Wow, that escalated quickly and went full dark, no stars, to quote Stephen King. Let's go see what Dutch wants. There's Brown Jack and the Count.
Just how it is.
Of course, of course. Oh, and here is my dear friend, Arthur Callahan. Boy is a hunter. Boy is a killer. Arthur, you've met but not been introduced to Mr.
Sheriff Gray with the finest mustache in Rhodes, Bill chewing on a wheat stalk, and Dutch spitting a tail. And my question for you is, why is there a fire on? It's like 90 degrees outside. There's a drought.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Sheriff Gray.
How are you doing, sir?
I'm fine.
Tough business you boys had.
We did?
Oh, there's no need to pretend with me, sir. Life can be tough.
So it can.
And no man owes another anything.
No, sir.
But still, I feel you were hard done by. Losing your employment like that. But still, here in Rhodes, we have work enough for honest men.
That's some strong stuff. Still, don't seem to be doing you any harm, I guess.
Exactly.
Whoa.
Excuse me a moment.
I told you we was moving up in this world. Deputies.
You have finally lost your mind.
Amongst these drunkards, hillbillies, and slavers? Good honest thieves like us. We're bound to be
And now Arthur's a deputy, and this would also make a great thumbnail.
moralizers in a place like this. Oh, Sheriff Gray, you are back.
Now listen, sir. There is shine in them woods, though, and it is costing this county its good name, and the state a whole lot of income. You boys wouldn't mind rooting it out. Maybe we'll make you permanent. I gotta set me down a second.
Not a problem, sir. Not a problem at all. You are in safe hands now. And people waste time with the temperance movement. Liquor never dulled a good man's senses. Arthur, you ride with the deputy. Bill and I will follow.
Climb on up. Let's go.
Archibald?
A lot of exposition here by Archibald. It's a nice conversation.
Oh, yes. I think he's learned his lesson.
Congratulations on becoming a temporarily deputized citizen of Scarlet Meadows County. Most towns just get bounty hunters to do their dirty work these days, but Sheriff Gray believes the law should keep the law. Now, I'm sure I don't need to remind you there's a chain of command here.
There is?
Dang straight there is. This is a dangerous business, but follow my lead and you'll be just fine.
Sure. Hey! Archibald wants to remind us he's in charge here.
Of course!
Who else would be?
But you were a big help with them Anderson boys, and I put in a very good word with the sheriff on your behalf.
We appreciate that.
We rounded up the others soon after. I'm pushing for the rope myself, but that's by the by.
So, these moonshiners.
Not just any moonshiners, Braithwaites. I told you about the Braithwaites?
Pretty sure you did.
Old Cotton family had a fortune at one point until, well, a few changes in the labor laws. Now they're dealing in moonshine. We found their stills hidden all over Lemoyne. Quick as we destroy one, another one pops up. You could call it a pitiful fall from grace, if they had any grace to start with.
I have no time for tax dodgers.
Not to mention the fact that Catherine Braithwaite has a rather expensive interest in thoroughbred horses to maintain.
But I heard something about it being gold these families were fighting over.
Well, that's the rumor. But the Grays and the Braithwaites think the other stole a fortune from them. But It happened so long ago, I don't know for sure if it's true.
Must be tough being rich, huh?
So I imagine.
That badge rather suits you, Mr. W.
Yes, I thought so too.
Does it feel good to be back at it, serving your country?
I wouldn't go that far.
Whoa! Whoa! Hold up. You see that wagon?
We better investigate, and there is a can we can collect here.
Dear me, that don't look good. Oh. Come on, mister. Keep your eyes open.
I swear they got it in for me.
You could try washing once in a while.
No. This must have happened recently. Hey, come have a look at this. Look. Suit and tie. One bullet clean through the forehead. Well, my money says this is the handiwork of a gang called the Lemoyne Raiders.
Yeah, I've run into them.
Let's see if we've got any identification. Okay. We should get going. I'll send someone over here later to clean this up. Would you mind taking the reins? I want to have a look at these papers.
Sure.
Now we have to drive. If you are having difficulty with wagons, try going to first person.
State legislator. Poor feller. Yes, this certainly smacks of the Raiders to me. Bunch of ex-Army Free Staters without an ounce of respect for the law. That's 7 government officials they've murdered this year alone.
Yep. Not the nicest fellas in my experience.
Oh, and I know the Braithwaites are in business with them. No shame. Go right at the crossroads. Trash begets trash, my Uncle Reginald used to say. He had a few stories, let me tell you. Town preacher and town sheriff. Would drink a sailor under the table before breakfast. Bear right again here. He had one tiny hand, like a child's, on the end of a grown man's arm.
He had one tiny hand. That's interesting, because there's a body right outside of Shady Belle that matches Archibald's description. Here's Arthur in Chapter 4 with his new gold Turcoman. And could this be Archibald's long-lost Uncle Reginald? Arthur will inspect, draw, and write. Stumbled across a corpse in the swamp. Poor guy had a withered arm. Here is your location, northeast of Shady Belle on the way to Saint Denis. Watch out for gators. And back to Archibald.
But anyway, this tells you what kind of people the Braithwaites are, selling moonshine to murderers. I tell folks don't even speak to them. Don't even look them in the eye.
I'm sure I wouldn't.
Here we are. So what was I saying?
Something about the Braithwaites, I think.
Even saying that word makes me sick. Now,
Okay, we need to get to work. Let's grab the Lancaster off the horse.
we bring in alive, understood? Round them up, then take this operation down for good. Come on. Let's see what we're dealing with. See? What did I tell you, boys? What did I say? I said this place was crawling with vermin, and we just found ourselves the rat's nest par excellence, as they say in Paris. My aunt, she went to Paris back in 78.
How are we gonna handle this?
Well, the way I see
Actually, let my friend here decide. He doesn't have your fine way with words, but he is definitely the man for the job.
Let's split up. Arthur and Bill, me and Archibald. You boys want right or left?
I always pick right. We have to go through the swamp if we pick left.
We'll take the right.
Let's stop these filthy, degenerate tax dodgers. The cheek of them. A fine idea. Hush.
Remember what he said. We need them alive. Let's just knock them out and then tie them up.
Got it, Deputy Williamson.
Hold on. Wait for them to move. Forget the rider. They'll round him up later. Get the other one.
Hide here. Wait a moment.
Quick, hide. Another one coming this way. Anthony! Anthony, where you at, boy?
Goddamn fool.
Where you at, boy? Anthony! My turn. Come here. Right. Let's gather them up.
Note how easily Arthur runs over this bridge. I'm quite proud of that. Couldn't do that in my first playthrough. I was so embarrassed when Arthur fell in the water and dropped the moonshiner.
I think that's it.
Well, what do we do now?
We better destroy all this. Any of your boys can handle explosives?
Sure, anyone but him.
So, tell me about it.
That is the last time I'll mention it, I swear.
Okay, let's blow up this still. Personally, I prefer to shoot dynamite. And now it's really time to go to work. Let's go help Bill.
Where did these sons of bitches come from?
All right, boys. We're putting you out of business.
God damn it! There's more coming up from those huts.
We can also blow up the dynamite in this wagon. We'll lose the horses, but it's very cinematic.
No. Let's find Dutch and get out of here.
Fine by me.
Lots of weapons and supplies around here you can loot, but Arthur's gotta get back to Dutch because he has a race to win.
Not that different to our normal lives so far. Who were those fellers?
Not sure. Probably the people they were selling to. Guess we can't ask them now.
And I thought I was protective over my liquor.
Well done. Well, forgive me, but me and my men must return to our lives. Seems like we failed to destroy the last of the moonshine.
Sure.
Would you like us to?
Well, I normally take it. For personal consumption, it's sort of part of the job.
Look how casual Dutch is leaning here, and yet still threatening. Arthur observing, and Bill over there watching the prisoners with what I would call more than a casual interest. What's that about?
But I better get back home. Why don't I just take a jug or two and leave you boys the rest to show that there's no hard feelings on account of the war?
We are all Americans.
Of course. My cousin, Webster, he used to say some of us is not as American as others, if you know what I mean. Only I didn't quite. Come on, you degenerate, no-good, white trash, hillbilly piece of scum. I know you, Billy Lime.
Billy Lime. I bet Billy and Archibald went to the same school.
Finally.
You've always been a piece of crap. Come on, move it.
We have a life on a land so stupid, a backwater so backwards that even we are like geniuses. Bill, get this stuff out of here! Come on, you ride with me.
Okay.
Should I stash this somewhere near camp, boss?
Yep. Yes, show it to Hosea. I'm sure he can find a use for it. Bit of trouble back there, Arthur?
Ain't there always? From what they was yelling, I think they were the buyers.
Old Archibald didn't ask too many questions, so neither should we.
I ain't planning to.
That was worth the effort, though. Deputized and hiding in plain sight. These lawmen, these two families. I mean, I really think we can play this from all sides. It's got Hosea written all over it.
This is starting to sound like the young Dutch again.
What do you mean, young Dutch? I'm as strong as I have ever been. Hey, you know what? Why don't I race you back?
Okay, you're on.
That's the spirit. Okay, on my word. Set, go!
Okay, let's do this. The count can accelerate, and it will take a minute for the Tennessee Walker to get up to speed. To be fair, this is an easy race to win. The game wants you to win the race.
We're much of a rider.
We'll see about that. I sure hope you ride faster than that when the law's on your tail.
The the most hazardous part of the route coming up. And look at these two gentlemen on the tracks. I used to think they were Mr. White and Mr. Black, but they seem too well dressed. This video is sponsored by Batmantonio, my second gaming channel where we play every other video game that isn't Red Dead Redemption 2. Like and subscribe for longer format deep dive gaming commentaries where I overanalyze and focus on the details. Home stretch here.
I never knew you were quite so good at running away, Arthur.
I never knew age had slowed you down quite so much.
Well, time is a bastard. When you get to be my age, well, you'll know that better than anything. Be well. I had fun with you today. I was gonna say you're like a son to me, but you're more than that.
I like this moment. There's genuine affection between Dutch and Arthur. I believe Dutch in this moment. He has a plan with potential, and this is a great spot. It's all going to go south, no pun intended, but not yet. Not now. Things are good right now.
Real good, boy.
So, what do you think?
What do you mean?
About those two families. The rich ones in the big houses.
I don't know.
Go have a look around. See what you can find out. Calmly, I mean.
Sure.
Dutch and I, we both think there's money to be made.
I hope so. I'll see what I can find out.
And Hosea messing up our shot. He knows we're filming here, and he doesn't care. Hosea is unimpressed with Arthur's YouTube career and doesn't really understand the internet. I hope you enjoyed watching this commentary as much as I enjoyed making it. Things are going well now. We should enjoy it for as long as we can. I'll see you next week.
We'll see about that.
I'm Superantonio. Thanks for watching. I appreciate your views. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell for daily Red Dead Redemption 2 content, and we shall meet again. Further on down the trail.
Okay, I'll catch you later then.